Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a crucial concept in JavaScript, closures. Whether you're preparing for a coding interview or just want to deepen your JavaScript knowledge, this video is for you. Now, closures can be a little tricky to grasp at first, but once you understand them, you'll see how powerful they are. So, let's break it down step by step. And I'll also share some common JavaScript closure interview questions asked by top tech companies. So, what exactly is a closure? In simple terms, a closure is when a function remembers its lexical scope, even when that function is executed outside of its original scope. Here's a simple example. The inner function has access to outer var, even though outer has already finished executing. This is the closure in action. The inner function remembers the variables from its outer scope, even after it's been returned. Closures are super important in JavaScript for a number of reasons. They allow for data encapsulation and private variables. By using closures, you can create functions that have access to private data but can still be exposed to the outside world through controlled interfaces. Let's take a look at a practical example you might encounter in interviews. A counter function. This is a great way to see closures in action. Here, we've created a counter. The increment and decrement functions have access to the count variable due to closure, and they can manipulate it even though it's not directly accessible from outside the create counter function. Now, let's talk about some common closure-related questions you might get in a JavaScript interview. These questions are typically asked by big companies like Google, Facebook, and Microsoft. Question 1. What will be logged to the console in this example? This is a classic question to test understanding of closures in asynchronous code. The function setTimeout is asynchronous, but it still forms a closure over the count variable. So after 1 second, the value 1 will be logged. Question 2. Why do we need closures in JavaScript? This question tests your understanding of why closures are important. Closures are useful because they enable us to have private data and maintain state without using global variables. This is especially useful in event handling, callbacks, or managing state in a React application. Question 3. Can closures cause memory leaks? Yes, this is another important point. If closures keep references to large objects or DOM elements, they can prevent garbage collection, leading to memory leaks. So, be cautious when creating closures that retain large objects. Question 4. Practical scenario, lexical scoping, and closures. Let's now tackle a practical coding interview question involving closures and lexical scoping. At first glance, you might think that functions will log 0, but because we're using let, each iteration of the loop creates a new block scope for I. So each function in the result array will log 0, 1, and 2, respectively. So to wrap up, closures are a powerful concept in JavaScript, and they're essential for things like data encapsulation, creating private variables, and managing asynchronous behavior. I hope this video helped clear up any confusion around closures, and I definitely encourage you to practice writing closure-related code for interviews. If you found this video useful, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more coding tutorials and drop a comment If you have any questions about closures or other JavaScript topics, see you in the next video.